Hi viewers, welcome to my channel. In our previous class, we have seen how to balance the chemical equation. So still some more we have to look at balancing the chemical equations. So the one is combustion of propane. Propane, the formula is C3H8. The propane formula is C3H8. Combustion means burning of propane. Actually the propane is a colorless gas. Colorless, odorless means it does not give any smell. Odorless gas used as heating, okay, as a fuel. We have to use the propane as like a carbon compound. This is used as a fuel, as a cooking fuel. For heating purpose, as a cooking fuel we have to use the propane. So such type of propane is a colorless and odorless gas. These are the physical properties of the propane. Okay, so here combustion of propane, we have to write the word equation for the combustion of propane. Combustion, for combustion of any gas or any substance we require oxygen gas. Okay, first we have to write the chemical equation for the combustion reaction of propane. Okay, chemical equation we have to write. So what are the reactants involved in the combustion of propane, and what are the products formed in the combustion of propane, we have to write as a chemical equation. So the reactants are here propane and oxygen. For combustion, oxygen is required. In the presence of oxygen, propane combust. Okay, and the products are formed. What are the products? Any organic compound, if it burns, it releases carbon dioxide and water. Okay, the reactants are here propane and oxygen, and the products formed as carbon dioxide and water. So first we have to write with their formula of the compounds and symbols of the elements we have to use, and we have to write the chemical equation in step 1. If we have to know the formula of the substances and symbols of the elements involved in this chemical equation, combustion of propane. Propane, the formula is C3H8, and burning of propane, the gas requires oxygen. Carbon dioxide, the formula is CO2, and the water formula is H2O. So here, before balancing this chemical equation, we have to define as skeleton equation, unbalanced chemical equation containing molecular formula of the substances is known as substances. What are the substances involved in a given chemical equation? So that substances molecular formula containing the unbalanced chemical equation known as skeleton equation. So what are the compounds involved in a chemical equation, and what are the elements involved with their formula? We have to write the equation. So before unbalanced containing molecular formula of the substances is known as what? A skeleton equation. That is the step 1. Okay, in step 2 we have to compare the atom of each element on both sides, at reactant side and at the product side. So initially we have to look at the chemical equation. What are the elements are involved in the given chemical equation? If we look at the chemical equation entirely, carbon, oxygen and hydrogen, these three elements are involved in the given chemical reaction. So the elements we have to write in the tabular form. To compare the atom of each element on both sides, first we have to write the elements. What are the elements involved in a given chemical equation? Carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. If you look at on both sides of the given chemical equation also, what are the elements involved? Only carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. And left hand side means at the reactant side, what are the elements? The number of atoms of each element. How many number of atoms of each element involved? We have to write on left hand side. So the carbon, how many number of atoms there? 3. So 3 in which compound? C3H8. Same carbon on right side, 1 atom. In carbon dioxide only CO2 means C, carbon is 1 atom. So on right side the same atom of carbon, right side only 1 atom, left side 3 atoms. Okay, imbalanced. And next, what is the element present in the chemical equation? Hydrogen. Hydrogen, number of atoms on left side 8. 8 in which one? Propane. And same hydrogen element, right side how many atoms? H2O. In H2O 2 atoms in H2O. Okay, these hydrogen atoms also both sides unbalanced. Next, what is the element is present? Still oxygen. Oxygen in O2, two elements are present on left hand side in O2. Same oxygen right hand side there in two products. In CO2, two atoms of oxygen, and in water H2O, one atom of oxygen. 2 plus 1, how many atoms total? 3. 3. 2 in carbon dioxide and 1 in hydrogen. Sorry, water. Okay. So like this way, oxygen atoms are also both sides imbalanced. So to balance these three atoms of elements on both sides, we have to write the coefficient numbers before the formula of the compound. We should not disturb the molecular formula. Okay. So here, first, what change I am going to doing here to balance the carbon atoms on both sides. If you look at the right side, at the reactant side, we have three carbon atoms. Right side in carbon dioxide, only one atom is present in our skeleton equation. So if we write the 3 as coefficient before CO2, 3 before the CO2, so now the carbon atoms becomes balanced. While we are doing balancing any one of the atom, the other atoms balancing also undisturbed. Again, after doing every change in the chemical equation, again we have to go through the atom of each element, the other atoms of each element on both sides. Okay, now we placed 3 before CO2. So carbon atoms were balanced, but hydrogen atoms and oxygen atoms will become disturbed. Now if you go through hydrogen atoms, left side 3 we have, and right side we have only 2 hydrogen atoms. So now what change we are going to do to balance the hydrogen atoms on both sides of the given chemical equation? Here left side 8 hydrogen atoms we have, right side only 2. So to balance hydrogen atoms, I am writing the numerical number 4 before the numerical number 4 before H2O. Okay, to balance hydrogen atoms, what number I am writing? 4 before H2O. Now hydrogen atoms also were balanced. We have to compare oxygen atoms still. Left side we have in oxygen molecule 2 atoms only. But right side, after writing 3 before carbon dioxide and after writing 4 before water molecules, 4 molecules of water it indicates. But 4 number belongs to hydrogen atoms and oxygen atoms. 4 to the 8 hydrogen atoms, but 4 oxygen atoms. Plus in carbon dioxide 3 belongs to carbon and oxygen. 3 to the 6 oxygens in carbon dioxide. 6 plus 4. Total how many oxygen atoms becomes right side? 10. So to balance the oxygen atoms with right side on left side, which number I want to write here? 5. 5 before the O2 molecule. Okay, now 5 to the 10 oxygen molecules on left side. Right side also we have 3 to the 6 plus 4 oxygens, 10 oxygen molecules on right side. Okay, so now carbon, hydrogen, oxygen molecules becomes balanced after changing these, after writing these numerical numbers before oxygen, carbon dioxide and water. So what changes we have to do to balance the given chemical equation? That every change we have to do it and write the chemical equation in step 2 only. Okay, in step 3 we have to make sure the coefficients are reduced. The coefficients can be able to reduce into simplest whole number ratios or not. Okay, if you look at this equation, we have in chemical equation left side 2 reactants we have and right side 2 reactants we have. Okay, when we going to make the coefficients in simple whole number ratio, every reactant and every product we have to make into simple whole number ratio, not only 1 and 2. Then only we have to start do. Otherwise, the above chemical equation no need of simple whole number ratio we have to write in step 3. If we have do it into simple whole number ratio, that operation we have to do and write again the given chemical equation. Okay, so here we have to got the chemical equation as shown below is given. Look at here. Only we have 5O2 and 3CO2, 4H2O. But before C3H8 we do not have any number. Okay, so there is no require of making simple whole number ratio for the given equation. Okay, so here if the equation is like this, 2C3H8, 10O2, 6CO2, 8H2O, with 2 we can make it into simplified. But we do not get but we did not get like this. Okay, 2 1s are 2 5s are 2 3s are 2 4s are, like this we can make it to simple whole number ratio. But here the above chemical equation is no need to reduce into simple whole number ratio, no need to reduce its coefficients. Okay, so again at last we have to, in step 4 we have to check the atom of each element. Again we have to write the box like element, okay, and left side and right side, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Okay, after balancing the left side also carbons 3 and right side also we have 3 number of atoms. Hydrogen's left side 8 and right side 4 2s and water molecule also we have 8. And oxygen atoms left side 5 2s are 10. And right side also oxygen molecules 10 we have. So check, we have in step 4 we have to check the number of atoms of each element on both sides of the given chemical equation. Okay, then we have to check it with the box again, element left hand side, right hand side. So the first in step 2 box and last box will be different. In step 2 box, that is unbalanced atom of each elements on both sides, but in step 4 the box atom of each element will get left hand side, right hand side with the same number. Okay, that box will be gives the confirmation the given equation as balanced. Okay, that we have to make it change into step 4. Okay, and one more balancing the chemical equation we have, iron oxide reacts with aluminum. Sometimes they will give the change in words like this. We have to know the atom of each element symbols and formula of the compounds, and we have to make it our chemical equation. Then we start do the balancing the chemical equation. Iron oxide Fe2O3, the iron oxide formula. Aluminum, it is monoatomic element aluminum Al. So these two react together and form aluminum oxide and iron. So with the formulas we have to write the skeleton equation in step 1. In step 2 we have to compare atom of each element on both sides in the box. Okay, iron 2 atoms left side in iron oxide Fe2O3, and right side if you can look at iron only 1 atom in iron Fe, and oxygen only 3 elements are involved in this given chemical equation. Okay, oxygen, iron, oxygen and aluminum. Oxygen left side we have 3 in Fe2O3, right side we have 3 in aluminum oxide. So oxygen atoms were balanced. Aluminum only 1 in aluminum atom. Al2O3 aluminum oxide, the aluminum atoms are 2. Okay, so here we need to balance the iron atoms and aluminum atoms. Okay, so to balance iron atoms, right side only 1 we have. To balance iron atoms, 2 we have to write before iron on product side. Okay, we have 2 iron atoms on left side, 2 we have to write on right side, then iron atoms becomes balanced. Okay, so now still aluminum atoms imbalanced. So to balance aluminum atom left side 1 we have, right side 2 we have. So to balance aluminum atom we have to write 2 number on left side, then aluminum atoms also becomes balanced. We need not to disturb oxygen atoms, already oxygen atoms were balanced. Okay, if you look at iron 2 atoms left side, after writing 2 as a coefficient before iron, 2 iron atoms becomes. Okay, and after writing 2 before aluminum, right side also 2 aluminum atoms are there, and 3 oxygen atoms in Fe2O3, and right side also 3 oxygen atoms. The all atoms of each element in the given chemical equation balanced. In step 3 no need to make into change the above chemical equation into simple whole number ratio. So in step 4 finally we have to correct the balanced chemical equation, and again we have to count the number of atoms of each element on both sides, and we have to compare iron, oxygen and aluminum. If you look at the table, if you look at the table, iron, oxygen and aluminum, both sides equal number we have. After balancing we got in table equal number of each element. Okay, this method of balancing we have to called as trial and error method only. Okay, so this is the easiest and simple method of balancing the chemical equation. Okay, thank you viewers. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you viewers.